No, I don't care what they say, because honestly, for me, noise is not something. They can say
Sure.
what they want. It takes 500 paid tweets to make you trend on Twitter. This industry is right now being spoken about, and it hurts me. It pains me, because I earn my bread and butter here. You know, I value the people here. My producers value my existence. I value my producers' existence. It's so sad that right now, during this pandemic, where people are dying by the second in our country, we are fighting. How are we fighting? We're not even behaving like human beings. It is so petty to see people of such stature fighting amongst themselves on social media, on Twitter, and all that. It's not required.
Today I'm going to be in conversation with a very talented and always really, really happy and positive Angad Bedi. Angad, how have you been doing?
देखो, जब आपकी शादी अच्छे घर में हो और अच्छी लड़की से हो, तो बड़ा फर्क पड़ जाता है. So I feel that Neha brings a lot of happiness and peace even in calamity, and I am very grateful that yes, there's been a lot of damage that this pandemic has done, but at the same time, for people like us who have a newborn in the house, we've seen her grow up, spend enough time with her. I went to Delhi also, made a quick trip in between so that I could spend time with my parents. My father wasn't keeping too well. He's better now. So, I think that हम लोग बात बहुत करते हैं about spending time at home and with family and what family means, but finally we've actually, all, not just me, but everybody has, you know, gotten down to doing that and realizing what actually family has done for us while we have grown up in our growing up years. And now it's about time that we also give it back, in a good way, and look after them in whichever way we can.
There is a call out for a lot of actors trying to talk about the existence of camps. There are a lot of people who've been putting out posts every day on Twitter. A lot of actors also talking about how life had under and the industry gave them like an unfair deal and difficulties that they faced. And there is a people are talking about taking a conscious effort to change the system and to make it better and more in sort of more accepting of the outsider. What are your thoughts on all these conversations that are happening right now?
So this is what I feel about the whole thing. I feel there's too much of noise. I feel, and it's being exploited for all the wrong reasons. I feel, this is my opinion, and this is what I feel, and this is what I have grown up with. I come from a background of sport, Rudani, and we've been taught कि जहाँ आप काम करते हो या आप खेलने जाओगे या जो आपकी सिलेक्शन करेगा, और जहाँ आप उतरोगे, जिस ग्राउंड में आप उतरोगे या फॉर नाउ जिस सेट पे आप जाओगे, वो सजदा करने वाली जगह होती है. वहां से आपका घर चलता है, आपके टेबल पर वहां से खाने को रोटी आती है. ओके, डोंट disregard that place, because it is literally like, disregarding somebody's religion or somebody's temple. Your workplace is a place of worship. You cannot disregard it. Today, I feel everybody struggles. I've struggled a lot. I have must have tested for more than 250, 300 odd films. Out of that, I might have been rejected for almost more than 270 odd films. But that didn't break my spirit, because I came here. See, my reason of acting is very different. A lot of people have a different reason. You got to ask yourself this one question: Why are you here? Are you here for the perks of it, of the stardom, of fan base, of adulation, of money, of endorsement, and all that, or are you here to be an actor? I answered that question before my first film that I want to be an actor. All this is a byproduct. Okay, I feel my first step is to make sure I get acceptance by the audience, and before that, my first step was, while I was testing, is to make sure that whether or not I make the cut to the film, is my test good. So I would follow up on my test, not getting the film, but I would follow up for my test with casting directors and filmmakers to what they think of my tape. It's like when you get a break, and people get a break. Rudani, understand this, because our industry is looking for new faces all the time. They're looking for different actors all the time. So there is room for everyone. This industry is right now being spoken about, and it hurts me, it pains me, because I earn my bread and butter here. You know, I value the people here. My producers value my existence, I value my producers' existence. I have been in a film called Ungli, where it was a Dharma film. Karan saw my tape. He didn't even finish my tape. He knew my DNA was correct for the part. He took me in the film as a producer. Rensil De Silva signed me. I was on the poster of that film. Okay, now I'm in Gunjan Saxena. Again, Karan is my producer, and he has put me on the poster. He's released my look, and it's out there by Netflix. It's out there for everybody to see. You know, a situation has happened, and everybody wishes to talk about it. Well, it's a free country. Everybody can have an opinion. Fair enough. But my point is, this is a place where only what will do the talking is your performance, is your body of work. Now, I'm not necessarily saying लोग कहेंगे हमें opportunity नहीं मिलती तो हम क्या दिखाएं. अब इतना सब कुछ खुल गया है, इतने सारे चैनल्स हैं, इतने सारे सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स और एप्स हैं जहाँ पर आप अपना हुनर दिखा सकते हो, एज अ सिंगर, एज एन एक्टर, एज अ जिमनास्ट, एज एनीथिंग. So I don't see the reason why our industry should be tainted. A picture should be painted in such a. I think it's very unjust as to what is happening right now.
Everybody is saying that maybe we need to look at the way we are also conducting ourselves. Now, my point to you is, do you think there are any corrective measures that, even though this industry is the bread and butter, that it can do to make it a better environment? Of course, there is a lot of noise. I agree. There is chaos. But can there be a fruitful discussion through navigating through this for a, if we can have a civil conversation? I don't think trolling people is the way to go about it. I think that is really wrong. On that note, do you think there can be any corrective measures that the industry can take to make it a better environment and equal playing field?
See, Rutani, civil conversation can be had with civil people. One is that.
Sure.
Second is the way we are right now behaving. I don't think it is civil, and I don't think that it is even justified. Like, fighting with each other. You know, yeah, you can like. My point is that it's so sad that right now during this pandemic where people are dying by the second in our country, we are fighting. How are we fighting? We're not even behaving like human beings. It is so petty to see people of such stature fighting amongst themselves on social media, on Twitter, and all that. It's not required. We all like. I think we all are. We went to schools where we were taught how to behave socially and conduct ourselves well. So I feel that I everything is for me, for my experiences. You come here streamlined. You go and test with casting people. You showcase your images. If it works, there's a Kartik Aryan, there's a Rajkumar Rao. In whole of my space, there's Apart Shakti, there's myself, there is Varun Sharma, there's Siddhant Chaturvedi. Like, nobody belongs to any camp or group or family and all, right? Like, I feel that we all trying hard and pushing ourselves and trying to compete with our own selves, not with anybody else, but bettering ourselves and trying to create work or make work or call our filmmakers or call our producers or casting directors, test us. And that's what we can do. And we are doing it to the best of our ability. And where we fit, we are given that opportunity. So my point is that blame game is very easy. What we need to do is block this noise. We need to put our heads down and work. We need to value each other's existence. We need to understand that because of the audience, we all are here surviving. लोग हमें बनाते हैं, हम लोगों को नहीं बनाते. We are doing, it's like washing dirty linen in public. We were not taught how to do this. We are trying to take down such big associations with such big people who've been in the industry for 40 years, have worked day and night to make that place, whether it's a Yashra studio or Dharma Productions and all that. It's so, like, it takes years to build reputation, Rudrani. And it takes just like one stigma and it can all come crashing down. It's like you want to wear a Manish Malhotra outfit and sit in the front row, but then be deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to work hard. You got to put in your 200% because nobody got it easy here. And nobody's going to call you from your home and tell you that come and test. You have to show up. and it happens in every field. So I'm being, this is my opinion, and
Sure.
I have not had it easy either, but you got to take it in your stride and pick yourself up and move on again. Like, that's what life is. और कल को चलो, मैं कहता हूँ आपको 500 करोड़ भी मिल गए, आपको 10 लीडिंग फिल्म्स भी मिल गई, उसके बाद आप क्या कर लोगे? ह्यूमन बीइंग will find, if you're unhappy na, you'll find another reason to complain. It doesn't end there. So I feel first you got to look within yourself, understand what you want, and why you here. Are you here for the love of your craft and the love of acting and love of performance, or are you here because you want more followers on Instagram and you want more followers in fan base, and tomorrow you want an endorsement? If you want all of that, then you're here for the wrong reason, and this is the wrong place to be.
Everybody has been giving their opinions. You get to tell your side as well, and this is how you're feeling. Fair enough. You get to say it.
Yeah, right now a few people are being targeted. Out of that is one man who I really have a lot of value for. Like, it's, it means there's not a connection with him. दूर दूर से नहीं है.
Sure, you check messages. They will say, oh, she's best friends with Neha, is what they tell you, right?
My point is, before Neha, he was best friends with. I did a film called Ungli. Second, no, I don't care what they say, because honestly, for me, noise is not something. They can say
Sure.
what they want. It takes 500 paid tweets to make you trend on Twitter or various other places. I don't care for that, because that's not my audience. Those are not the people I work for. And I don't, and if somebody's going to abuse me on a social media platform, I don't wish to cater to them, and they're not going to see my work, so I don't care. My point is that you got to figure out why you're here. I was part of a Dharma film before anybody else was. I was on the poster of that film. It had got to do nothing with any relationships. We need to now end this noisy debate that is going on for the past more than a month and a half. And I feel that we all just need to calm down, get back to work, and uplift this country right now, because our economy is suffering.
Civil conversations are necessary, not people where you go and give rape threats to people and you tell them death threats to people and you say things. I don't think that's the way to have conversations either. But of course, you've given your side, and thank you for being honest. Thank you. I knew you a little better today through your Instagram, so I feel happy about that.
Thank you.
And thank you, Angad. It was lovely chatting with you. It's always so much fun. All the
Thank
very
you,
best.
Rudrani. Same here. Same here.